When I played Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube for the very first time when that game first came out, my dad stole the game from me. We were at EB Games one day, and this was during the time when EB Games would still sell music CDs and DVDs alongside video games. And plastered all over the GameCube wall were copies of Resident Evil 4. Now, I had no idea this game had came out. I had no internet growing up. I went based off magazines, and I knew the game was coming out, but I had no idea it was released. So of course, being the kid I was begging my dad for a copy of Resident Evil 4. He knew how big of a fan I was of the series already at that point. But instead of buying me a copy, he was like, you know what? On the way back home, we will stop by our local Blockbuster and see if they have a copy for rental. So we leave EB Games, we're driving home, we stop by Blockbuster, and they have one copy left of Resident Evil 4 for rental on the GameCube. So of course we rented it. We get home, I set up the GameCube on the living room TV where I used to play my games on. I get my Trix cotton candy yogurt. I remember the fucking yogurt I was eating during this moment. That's how like religious this moment felt for me. So Trix cotton candy yogurt in one hand, GameCube controller on the other hand. I was watching the intro cutscene, booting up Resident Evil 4 for the first time. I was blown away by how the game looked in general. So begins my initial playthrough. I get to the first encounter in the cabin house. I make my way all the way to the village. And before the village sequence begins, my dad says, hold on. This game looks interesting. Now you need to understand one thing about my father. He does play games, but he never in my life played a game on the PS2 or GameCube. This was the first time anything would catch his eye from that generation of gaming. So once the infamous village sequence begins, he sits next to me and he's like, you know, hold on, let me try this game out for myself real quick. I would never see this game again for the very first playthrough the moment I handed my controller to that man. To say my father became addicted to this game would truly be an understatement. We are 21 years later into the future. He still plays this damn game to this day, both campaign and mercenaries, primarily mercenaries, but he still plays Resident Evil 4 this very day. So while he did steal the game from me, it also became a very memorable memory from my childhood watching him play through this game, having my turns with it, and my sister joining in as well. She would as well become addicted to this game. My whole family would become addicted to this damn game. As a matter of fact, my dad will still call me to this day and ask me to help him with the boulder section during a playthrough he just started because he hates mashing that A button during that segment. So yeah, that is how my dad stole Resident Evil 4 from me when it came out.